And here is a video for tutorial part 1, the start of your car. The first thing you're going to do when you open the file is that you're going to use the orbit tool and get to know this block very well. Notice the front, the side, the top, and the back of the car. Make sure you know where all these parts are so you don't mess up later. Now use the orbit tool and turn all the way around and notice that the other side is completely hollow. That's because you're only building the right side and right half of your vehicle for now. Go ahead and orbit back so we can just see the side of the car. And we're going to go ahead and go to File and Import. You're going to find the picture of the car you plan to draw. Make sure it's an image. Make sure that you're also using what's called all supported image types and press Import. Click in the top left corner of the box. Drag it down and down until the car fits the whole box and your wheels should be a little bit below the box. That's okay. I can see on this side that the back end of my car is sticking out a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and use the scale tool real quick and actually shrink just that side just a little bit so that I know the whole car is in the box and not off the box. And that looks much better. Now I'm going to go to the back side again and I'm going to erase that plane, the side of the car. So now I can see my picture on both sides. This is going to make drawing a lot easier for you. We're going to zoom in and we're going to start by drawing our line across the bottom for the bottom of the car. So I'm going to use my line tool. I'm going to draw straight through the wheel. We're not doing wheels. We're not doing wheel wells. We're not doing any features. We are only drawing the outline of the car, the outside most edges. I recommend that you use H for hand tool to be able to switch between hand and line to scoot and slide your project across as you continue drawing. It does make it easier. Again, on this side, I'm again drawing straight across the wheel. I am not drawing wheels. I am not drawing tires. I am not drawing wheel wells right now. That will come later. It's very important to also zoom in here and there to kind of get the lines to act better. Pay attention that it is also saying on face in image. That's going to make sure that your lines aren't going the wrong way on a different plane. Try to avoid drawing extra features, whether that's headlights, brake lights, exhaust, anything like that. We're ignoring those for now. We're just doing an outline. Using lots of little lines can help you get more of the detail overall shape of the car. Zooming in and out also helps you get the line to go where you want it, because sometimes it tries to snap into a different spot. So use your zooming a lot on this. I'm also skipping the spoiler. I'm not going to draw the spoiler right now. That'll also come later. Right now I just want the outline of the body of the car, nothing else. On this part here, the roof, you could use an arc tool, or you could just use the line tool and use lots of small lines, and it will sort of look like an arc when you zoom out and you're done. It's your choice. As you head towards the bottom of your car, make sure that your points line up and you will end up with a new shape that is gray, showing you that you did outline the entire car. If you didn't line up, zoom in on it closer and see if maybe you just missed a little spot. But you're going to need to do a lot of zooming to find the hole or gap. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of all this extra stuff we don't need. We're deleting the picture, we're deleting the remains of the cube, and the labels. We don't need any of that. Do not leave any extra lines. All we should have is the outline of your car. Next, we're going to go ahead and push this car out 30 millimeters. If you notice at the bottom, there's a box that says distance while you're pushing out. Our goal is 30. While you hold and you're dragging with the push-pull tool, as long as you continue holding the mouse button, you can type in 30 and it will automatically type into that box. and you press enter, and your car will be exactly 30 millimeters. Or you could just try to pull it until it says 30.0, but that's a little harder. Remember, we are only doing the right half of the car. So we're going to continue working on the front or the side face that was originally in the block. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to decide with the line tool where we want our wheels to be. Try to get kind of farther away from the edge, and you need to draw a line that is exactly 3 millimeters. So while you're clicking and holding the line tool, you can type 3 and press enter. You're going to draw another line for the back wheel, also 3 millimeters. Make sure those lines are blue on the blue axis. Should be going straight up on face and blue, so they should each be 3 millimeters. Next, we're going to switch over to the circle tool, and we're going to make a circle that has to be at least 12 millimeters radius. If you can do more, that's probably better. By looking at this, I think the best I can get is 12.5 without cutting into my roof or the hood of my car. When you're doing this, try to be at 12, 12.5, 13, 13.5. Nice, round, even numbers like that. It'll make your life easier later. Make both your wheels the same size. Again, this makes things easier. Next, we're going to erase the bottom of the circle on both ends, and we're going to erase those little lines. Now, orbit the car just a little bit to the left so that we're looking at it from a side view, and you're going to use that push-pull tool, and you're going to push in these half circles 5 millimeters exactly. And once you've done that, we are done with part 1 for tutorial 1 for the car.